Oh, hell yeah. Turn it up.
Turn it up!
Oh, man. I think a few more Lakers fans are shamefully walking out to their cars.
Well, they have to first select their L's from the receptacle.
Excuse me, sir. You forgot your L. Come back over.
Did you know? You're here in your seat, sir.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge.
We did it, man.
Boom. Not only a Winners Lounge, the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Hop in the Toyota chat. That's where all of the real ones go. The diehards. The diehard Nuggets fans and those ones that savor every win over the Lakers. And there's been many. There's been so many lately. There's been like 5 straight years of beating the Lakers. It feels so good.
It really doesn't get old, does it?
It doesn't, man. Every single time. It
like
feels
every
just
time
as
somebody's
good.
like, hey, you want a piece of pizza? You're like, I don't know. I'm kind of over it.
Oh my God, that was a fun one. Nuggets get the win. It was excruciating in parts. I'm not going to lie. It was excruciating in parts because you were just, the end was, we were white knuckling it, but the Nuggets sucked a little bit less than the Lakers do. They suck a lot.
Yeah, look at this.
We got D-Line Co here.
That's right. And you'll notice, frog on the set. Let's thank God. Guys, listen. We're back.
We're back? That's all it took?
Guys.
A win over the Lakers?
Hold on. I mean, I don't want to. We're back. Let's go. Get fired or kill. No, listen. Every now and again, you need to go through something ugly to get to something beautiful. You know what I mean? And what was ugly was that game.
Feels profound.
What was beautiful was the win.
Yeah, the beautiful was the win. The Winners Lounge is going to be beautiful as well, man. There's a lot to talk about. Very content-rich game that we have there, and the Nuggets get the win on the front end of a back-to-back at the beginning of the extended statement week. Statement weeks.
This is more statement season at this point.
It is statement season. Nuggets get the win. Let's relive it in all of its glory here with the fast breakdown, shall we? Why not? Why do I have my notes all messed up?
I don't know.
Dude, I have a weirdest thing going on with my notes. What is happening here?
No one can see your screen but you.
Yeah, it's very weird. All right, let's get into it. Do you remember how this game started? 11-0. Start for the Nuggets.
I remember the Lakers missed every shot for like 20 minutes.
You know who didn't miss the shots? Jamal Murray. He had 9 of the first 11 points. He was on fire. He had pep in his step. It was gorgeous. It was a sight to behold. But then he had 2 fouls.
Yep.
He might have had 20 points in that first quarter if it weren't for those fouls, man. Lots of turnovers. That should have been the first note because that's really the story of the game. Then Adelman took a very weird challenge on a Jokic play that was very inconsequential other than it was his first foul. First quarter, points were at stake. It really wasn't much at stake, and he took a challenge and lost. Kind of a tough challenge. Tyus Jones checked into the game, made his Nuggets debut tonight. Then Jokic got 2 fouls on him. He had to come out. It was 28-20 when he came out. It was kind of a bummer. Your 2 big guys get in foul trouble. Fortunately, Hardaway Jr. comes in and hits 3 big shots in a row. 3. He came out gunning tonight, man. 32-22 Nuggets going into the second quarter. Nuggets, they had a big punch to start that quarter. They went up 15, but then the Lakers made an immediate run to cut it down. Out of a timeout, the Nuggets turned. I hate when they do this, when they call a timeout to settle a play and then turn it over on the ATO. It's the worst. Lead got all the way down to 3 in a flash, but then the Nuggets went up 11. That was one of the stories of the game for me tonight. The Nuggets would build big leads and blow it, but they always responded to them, which was huge. Jamal started cooking again. That first half was phenomenal for Jamal Murray. There was a flurry in the second quarter. Would have been a flurry in the first if it weren't for him getting in foul trouble. So he checked back in and just made sure he gave you a flurry in the second. Lakers got close, but Nuggets had another response. It was 64-54 going into the half. Third quarter, Nuggets up 15. A very good start to the quarter, but Jokic got his 4th foul. Very strange play. Marcus Smart gets a foul for trying to do what the Jazz did, the front defense, and they called a foul on him. Next play, I didn't think Jokic did anything wrong on this one. Their arms end up getting tangled, and they call a foul on Jokic. That was his 4th foul. Then, not to let David Adelman be the only coach with a bad challenge.
Not to be outdone.
JJ Redick called a challenge in the third quarter on a goaltend call on Luka Doncic. They reviewed it. That's the easiest play to get right. Yeah. Sometimes you want to
Well,
maybe there's something a little vague or this or that, but that one you're going to get every angle and you're going to be able to determine.
Well, what was happening was that Luka was apoplectic. He
Yeah.
was like, and then they had to quickly decide whether or not they were going to shove. And they clearly had the worst of the three angles.
Then Jamal Murray got a Charlie horse right in his thigh,
Dude,
man. It was kind
purtled.
of bad. He did get purtled. The thing, and this is going to be a talking point tonight, the Lakers go small to end the third quarter, and that small ball lineup stormed right back. Denver did not convert. They got some really good looks against it, but just didn't convert. And the Lakers were able to spread, go 5 out, and just were draining threes. And they got it, and they had a huge punch. But the Nuggets responded to go back up 11 right when it got hairy. To end the half, though, Luka hit back-to-back threes. One was on a very bad call from the official. They missed it. It was out on Lakers.
Ugh.
They missed it. Lakers, knowing they got away with one, get it into Luka, and he just fires a three, hits it, and then at the very end of the quarter,
Dude.
he banked in a three.
I don't even know you can say he banked it. I don't even know what
could say it. It was a big shot.
counts as a shot.
Yeah.
He just like threw the thing. I don't even, I mean, I was not good at math, but like even with a protractor, I could not.
Yeah, the
figure
angles.
That angle it doesn't work out.
That's what great players do, though. He banks it in 93-86. It felt like the Nuggets could be up 12. Instead, it's 93-86. They're up 7. Third quarter, Tim Hardaway Jr. hit a three and then got fouled on a three. Knocked down 2 free throws. Huge buckets from him. But then LeBron kind of took over, man, in that early part of it. He got it down to 7, mostly off of these great screen, roll, catch on the short roll, drop it off to Jackson Hayes. He was playing really good there to start. Strawther had a corner three that pushed it to 6 right before clutch time, and that felt huge. Might have been the shot of the night, honestly, because LeBron had the Lakers playing really well, and it got really close, but they needed somebody to make a basket, and Strawther was the one. Then LeBron got hurt with 4 minutes to go. Nuggets were up 6. He comes out of the game. Nuggets, though, fumble it away, gets down to a 2-point game with 3 minutes to go. Jokic had an unforced turnover at the 2-minute mark that felt like I was certain the Nuggets were going to lose there because the Lakers cut it to 1, and Jokic, you just watched him go I'm telling you, it might have been the worst turnover he's ever had. It was like it wasn't bumbled, he wasn't hit, he just like threw a horrible pass to a defender.
First off, I don't even know which one you're talking about in this game.
Yeah, well, it was 2 minutes to go. Thankfully, he made up for it on the very next possession. The Lakers, who had been doubling him all night, decided not to double him for a moment there. Big mistake. He took Jackson Hayes right to the basket. They're up 3. Marcus Smart gets a wide open 3, missed it. Yep. Bruce Brown gets a wide open 3, missed it. Yep. Marcus Smart gets a wide open 3, missed it. Yep. 1 minute to go. Then the Nuggets get another open 3, miss it, but Bruce Brown had a big time offensive rebound. Nuggets up 1. He gets the rebound, clock winding down. Jokic drives and scores with 22 seconds left to put the Nuggets up 5. That was essentially the finishers. The Lakers could not score. Nuggets hit some free throws and were able to close it out. That's your fast breakdown. Let's go to our Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. Where's our panel?
It'd be a real baller move is if you went to yourself first.
Well, I was going to say, D-Lad, I was going to say here, when you're in a slump, sometimes you have to cut the rotation down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because you got to get a win. So some of the fringe role players, you got to, this is going to be the 2-man game tonight.
Are we just blocking the show? Okay. What up?
I have a rhythm. I wait till he throws to someone, then I take the graphic down.
All right,
He
it just
was
felt like a
messing up
long
my
time.
rhythm.
Kale, it just felt like a long time, dude.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not reacting to you.
What did you say?
Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaway.
All right. Guys, my Red Hot Roofing big takeaway. We're not quite back. We're close. We are approaching back. And why is that? Because the Nuggets got away with a really sloppy effort. We knew that they were going to be able to. They faced maybe the worst defense I've ever seen assembled on an NBA court. The amount of insane, uncontested shots, like Christian Brown was able to get at the rim just because he went near the rim and the ball found him. That Laker team stinks. I cannot.
They really do.
It disgusts me that we are even in the vicinity of them in the standings. It is so unnatural. It is so it's undeserved.
I saw the takes earlier. They're like, why is everybody saying the Lakers are terrible and the Nuggets are contenders when they have the same record? And I'm like, they are, and it's still true.
It's
still true.
It's 1,000,000% true.
The Lakers do suck, man. They are
stink,
so bad.
So we made it through. Like this was the last game where it's really like, God, please Lord, you could just get me through this game tonight, I promise I'll never smoke a wet lip cigarette again. And they did it. They made it through. They were obviously shorthanded. We didn't know if we were going to see Roddy the Body. We had no forwards going into this game. Zeke Naji steps up.
He played great, man.
But really, they made it through. We kind of talked about it on the pregame show. They were just going to have to straight up outscore the Lakers. They weren't going to be. This was not going to be a defensive showcase tonight.
It was not.
It turned out to be true.
Although the under did hit.
But they got the win, a very important win. And tomorrow, AG is back.
Maybe others. Who knows?
Cam might be back. I mean, it's like we kind of are getting the wheels in motion. We can maybe start talking about anything other than just like what the Nuggets don't have. Get back to talking about what they are. But, I mean, it was a stupid basketball game, and they won. And you know what? F the Lakers.
I'm kind of tempted to make that my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway.
Just F the Lakers.
You know what? I'll do it. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. The Lakers suck, man.
They suck,
They
dude.
are such a bad team. They really do have great players. They have, I think LeBron's obviously great. Luka's great. Austin Reeves is great. But DeAndre 8 in 5 minutes, then he's out of this game. He was a minus 13 in his 5 minutes, by the way. Remember how horribly things started?
I'm surprised it was that little.
They are not a real team. They are really, really light. Denver is significantly better than what we saw tonight. Obviously missing 4 rotation players. Like they're going to have a huge improvement, and yet they still were able to get the win tonight. And it goes to show, like, this was a big win also for the standings, as we were talking about before. It creates a little bit of a buffer there between that 6 seed. Not that I think the Nuggets are going to fall that low.
No, but it's just
I do think there's a chance they fall that low in the coming weeks, but then regain it. But you just don't even want to do that.
No.
You know? You don't want to do that. But the Nuggets get the win, and a lot of guys played well tonight. This was an ugly...
It was very...
But you needed contributions from a lot of guys.
Yes.
The Lakers defense allowed for a lot of guys to step up in this one. Obviously, Jamal Murray. Nikola Jokic, who I know he had a lot of turnovers, but he had 28, 12, and 13. Monster triple-double from him. You get contributions from Christian Brown, Julian Strawther, Tim Hardaway Jr., Bruce Brown. A lot of people stepped in and contributed in big ways. And the Nuggets just need games like that. They need games like tonight where even when it's not pretty, and it could have been a lot easier, you had a lot of guys find a rhythm tonight, and that's what's important for them right now.
It's true, man. It's really like at this where the Nuggets are currently. It's like just get the dub. Like don't worry about it. Figure it out. The game plan's not repeatable. Forget the plays. I mean, like they're just figuring out. Like you just got to hit threes.
Yeah.
Hit threes. Be the team that is less intimidated by the moment. I mean, the Lakers are a clown show. Like some of the things that they were doing, just basketball that you
They're
watch.
just not a team.
No,
like
they're not.
They're not like assembled in a way that makes sense.
Not even a little bit. So, but you made it through. Congratulations. We're on to another day. We're back. Let's go, Dubs.
And how about this? Is my second Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway.
Whoa.
I'm making up a new rule. I can do as many as
Unprecedented.
I want.
Did they pay for this?
They did. Well, yeah, they did. You know what? They
Okay,
did.
fine.
My second Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. This is a win in the clutch. And even though
Yes.
clutch time was not great, they did find a way to win, and guys did make important shots. Shout out Julian Strawther. Shout out Bruce Brown getting an extra point, an extra possession. And the single most critical play of the entire game was him grabbing that offensive rebound, which led to effectively the clincher. A lot of guys just stepped up, and while there were also some very ugly plays in the clutch, and it looked for a moment like it was going to be horrible, I felt like watching the first half of clutch time, that the Nuggets had the yips. That turnover from Jokic, and there was other turnovers, by the way, but that turnover from Jokic. Well, first of all, Murray comes over to Jokic thinks he's coming for a handoff. Murray's going for a screen. They never screw that up. They always know which one they're doing. They screwed it up, and then Jokic gets the ball, and then he throws it just like the laziest pass that gets intercepted on the pass. And it honestly was like, man, I was sitting there thinking, this is in their head.
Yes.
They're in their own head now. And while the Lakers let them off the hook by missing some big shots, sometimes that's what it takes. And the Nuggets were able to settle down and have a very good final minute and a half of clutch time. I hope that gets the monkey off their back, because sometimes you do just need something to bounce your way for you to be like settled down. They got a clutch time win tonight.
I definitely agree with you. Like, I think that we all, as a people, started to get immediate PTSD flashbacks. Like, I was seeing just visions of Nam in my head, and it was like, oh no, they're going to do it again. Like everyone was saying, like out loud, like, oh God. And I know that they were internalizing that as well. You could see their body language.
Man.
You could see their body language.
Don't you feel like if they would have lost this game in the clutch, if they actually turned it away, that it would have like magnified even. It would have multiplied.
It would have, yes. No, I mean, truly. It would have been, I mean, mercifully, there's a game tomorrow, so like it would have been able to, move past it a little bit quicker than maybe normal. But it would have been an absolute disaster had they fallen apart and lost another game in the clutch. But what I did love is that in the clutch, the killer, the final shot was Jokic just being Jokic, going to the rim, going up, being bigger than everybody, and just playing it in soft off the backboard. Drops in. It's so simple, and it's been a long time since it's looked simple.
Yeah,
and since it's looked easy. I mean, Jokic really did tell us to stop saying it looks effortless. It doesn't anymore. You were right, man. No, it looks hard.
It looks really
hard. We'll never say that again. Hopefully we will. But it was just, I don't know, man. It was just we got through it. We're on to
the Knicks.
We're on to the Knicks, man.
By the way, we're going to take a break here, but the Nuggets are going to get whiplash playing that defense today and then going to the Knicks defense tomorrow, which is kind of like the Lakers defense, but opposite. So it's going to be a very interesting back-to-back for them. But they get the win, 120-113. Let's take a break. On the other side, we're going to break down all of the guys, including your guy, Julian Strawther, who made a huge contribution tonight, including in the clutch.
Well, all right, guys, I want to tell you about Common Spirit. Hey, athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who loves to move. For those experiencing any sports injury or chronic pain, the Common Spirit Mountain Region is home to an incredible sports medicine program, including their new sports center, Common Spirit Health in Parker. This team of qualified and passionate providers specializes in the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of sports-related injuries for athletes, including your Denver Broncos players. Their experts understand the unique demands your body faces, so you'll get personalized treatment plans, combining things like physical therapy, injury prevention, strategies, and strength training. This isn't just about fixing what's broken, it's about it's about preventative care. I don't have my glasses. I'm older than I should be.
Can you not do these?
No, but I can still go. I mean, this is for the people. I want the people. This is why I'm fumbling. Performance enhancement and getting back to peak condition safely and quickly. Don't let injury keep you on the bench, or even better, get proactive about your health. For more information, visit mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health, official healthcare provider of the Denver Broncos.
Eric, I tell you, I'm deep in the youth sports game right now.
What?
You know where I always find myself? I find myself at Gold Crown, the Gold Crown Foundation. Man, what a great sports program. Big fan of organized sports. They got so many things going on. They run programs for the big four sports: basketball, volleyball, golf. And I love this one, girls flag football. What a great sport, man. Girls flag football.
I'm into it.
Yeah, 3rd through 8th grade, 3 divisions, practice play model. There's 10 games. They get all the girls. It's not co-ed. You know, a lot of times you do youth sports, it ends up being co-ed. It's very imbalanced. No, you can get all girls flag football league. It's really incredible. They've also got basketball leagues, of course, all girl programs, pairing on-court fundamentals with off-court life skills, curriculum from the junior WNBA. They've also got clinics. How about this? Golf tournaments. I didn't even know golf was a sport till I was like 26. Now they have it for children.
Still unclear.
They've had 9-hole tournaments. Play a new course each week. Register on a week-by-week basis. They also have JV girls golf and Shasta-supported tournaments for girls who don't play in high school, but they still want to get their golf in. And then, of course, spring volleyball leagues, March 31 through 28, 3rd through 8th grade, 3 divisions, practice, play model, 5 matches played. Girls, I love youth sports, man, and I've got 2 daughters, so I'm all into it. Great for building confidence. You get match experience, you build skills. Here's what you want to do. You want to learn more? Sign up by scanning the QR code on screen or visit goldcrownfoundation.com. All right, back here, segment 2. Everybody throw us a like, man. You beat the Lakers, you throw a like, right?
Yeah, what are you doing? Give us a like.
Yeah, make sure
you
subscribe.
Not like this?
We got lots of content, by the way, up on the channel right now. Lots of good stuff for you, so you want to be locked to the channel for all of our Nuggets coverage. Let's go through here. Jamal Murray tonight, it slowed down in the second half, and I do wonder if it was the Charlie horse that he got or what was it, but That first half was damn near perfect. He finished 28 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, only 2 turnovers for him. Game high +9, and it felt like it.
Yeah, if I can come up with a new saying that I just came up with, it was a tale of 2 halves for Jamal Murray.
Oh, man, it really was. The best of times, it was the worst of times.
He was incredible in that first half. He came out of he came out looking spry, looking dangerous, looking quick, looking for his shot. I noticed he's cleaned up the sides on his hair. It's looking absolutely beautiful. He was just ready. And we've seen this now at least 2 games in a row, maybe 3. I can't quite remember, but he is now, it looked like after the All-Star break, like maybe we were going to get the first half of Jamal like normally, but now in the second half, like he just looked like he was getting tired and tailing off. But like these last couple games have been an emphatic statement. Like, no, I'm back. I'm ready for this. So Jamal Murray, it's I'm inspired. I'm impressed. I do wish that he was able to keep. Like I thought early on, he was going to go for like 50 points. Like
I know it did feel like that. He was in such a groove. He also got those 2 fouls, which threw the rhythm off a little bit. Fouls honestly disrupted the rotation in general for the Nuggets tonight, but they were able to roll with the punches. If the Nuggets play the Lakers in the playoffs, I always say,
God, you know who doesn't want that?
The Lakers and Lakers fans in particular. I always say that if you can't guard Jokic, if your team can't guard Jokic or make his life tough, Denver always has a chance. In fact, I would pick them 9 times out of 10 if you don't have a good matchup for him. If you don't have a good matchup for him or Jamal, it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. And Jamal on this one, there are targets all over the floor for him. That's why I think he was so spry. He had to woke up this morning just licking his chops like this is going to be a great night.
Dangerous.
And he was. He had Jamal doesn't always play with the lightness in his feet.
Yes.
And tonight he was so light, just everything he did. In fact, there were a couple times where he'd made too many moves.
Yes.
Like he'd make a move and was open, and then it was like, I'm just going to do another one. Just he didn't need to, but it's a good sign that he was able to get as comfortable as he was.
I totally. I mean, that's just it. Is that we're now getting into the stage of the season where you just want to see your top guys. You don't want them to be exploring their game anymore. You just want them to be getting better, going downhill, looking faster, looking meaner. So Jamal, I feel like, has gotten back there. Now it's just time for Jokic to do the same thing.
Might have been the player of the game, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see how the game ball breaks out. But this is just a good matchup for him, and we saw it tonight and how it went. Nikola Jokic, 28. We got to talk about him. 28, 12, and
Terrible
13.
Game.
1 steal, 1 block.
Same stats as Jamal.
More efficient. But, and this is a huge but, 9 turnovers. And if you go back and watch them, some of them are really bad. Most of them, honestly. And D-line, like, he's been throwing the ball all over lately. You know, like some really bad reads, forcing passes where they aren't there. But beyond that, he's also just like dropping the ball a lot. Yoke has some of the best hands. I think he actually has the best hands I've ever seen, personally. Mm-hmm. Like he catches the craziest one-handed stuff, loose ball, swipes at the ball, tapping it to himself. He has incredible hands. And yet, since he's come back from injury, I feel like he's just he had a spin move today where he just lost the ball. It's very weird. It seems to be it's a trend. I mean, it's like 12 games now.
He looks really labored in everything he's doing. Like nothing looks effortless.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, like he's now thinking about doing things.
Maybe.
Just he's not in his flow state.
Yeah.
And he's constantly getting the ball taken away from him on the weak side over and over.
That never happened.
Never.
Either.
Dude, that was like the greatest part is that you're just like, how did he even see him? This guy's eyes in the back of his head were like, now it's like, does he have eyes of any kind? He
did have 13 assists, but yeah.
That's the fun. I mean, again, yes, we're like, man, what a rotten game. The same stats as Jamal Murray, who we said had a great game. Yeah. But Jamal, Nikola Jokic turning the ball over and over, and just looking sloppy with the way he's going about it. I swear, if he's not getting a haircut right now, he's done it before. He's got a haircut during the post game. Remember, he just came out. Do it again, man. I need to see a Jokic that is focused back on presentation through his basketball in the hallway. Like,
you know what's funny, man, is it's kind of a silly point, but it does feel like Jokic is waiting to turn it on. It feels like he's waiting for go time, and maybe it's when everybody comes back. Maybe this is just survival mode, and he does look like a person who is in like the survival, apocalyptic. You don't. If you're in Apocalypse, you don't shave.
No, I would do it still.
You think you would?
I have self-esteem. No, I don't. Just kidding.
Jokes on you. Kidding. But yeah, man, the turning the ball over thing, it's just officially a thing. Maybe it is the personnel.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because the thing about it is it is more often than not just completely on him. It's just not. It's not that the guys aren't getting open. It's not that. I don't know. It's just he's just putting the ball in weird places and we're forcing a lot, and entry passes for him, which are just trying to get the ball over to the roller, I guess, and it doesn't even come close to the guy. It gets knocked away before it even makes it. It's just like very, very uncharacteristic. He still powers through. He's still obviously the most incredible basketball player that any of us have ever seen. So even on his nights like this that you feel very exacerbated by watching him make mistakes that you cannot believe he is making, he's still like, you still look at the stat sheet and you're like, right, yeah, that's right. He's still like the most impactful basketball player you can possibly imagine.
Well, two things that I think are important here for Yoke. One, they were doubling him every time. And that's like Yoke's prefer. If you asked Yoke, how would you prefer to be guarded? He'd probably say double me in the post. And they go to him in the post and they're doubling him. It was the same read every single time. And maybe that's why is he was going to the well so often, but he kept like, he just was reading it wrong or just delivering that pass. Cause it would be like an empty side. He'd get the ball in the post.
Right.
He'd spin to the baseline where the pass was and then try to drop it to Christian Brown, who was coming over. Or if that defender stepped up, skip it to the corner. And he just had some like weird reads on those where it was like he was misreading which one to do. Or a couple times Christian was open, but he would throw a pass that was slow or sloppy enough for the person to come from behind and poke it away. Something about his rhythm is just off with those. And it's weird because he's made that exact pass that I'm talking about 1,000 times in his career. It's not new. The other thing, though, D-Line, and I think this one is more of a concern, less for the Lakers just because I don't think they're good enough, but it is a concern for me for teams in the playoffs. What worked for the Lakers tonight was small ball.
Yeah.
It was them going really small because Denver has to punish it, and Denver punishes everyone. If you're the Lakers, you look at it and go, Jackson Hayes, he punishes him, Ayton, he punishes him. So why don't we just put LeBron at center and hope that they miss some shots? We'll really hard double. We'll give open shots to guys like Christian. But on the other end, what's Yoke's hope of guarding LeBron in the perimeter?
Right. And tonight, spam the pickle roll.
And tonight, man, they were able to spam that 5 out against him. Like, if I don't know what the numbers were for just the 2 times that they ran small ball, but I would guess that the Nuggets lost those by a healthy margin, maybe 10 points in the 2 stints.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, yes, I concur. I mean, the Nuggets, I mean, it bears out even just anecdotally, the Nuggets were going up against that small ball lineup as they slowly watched their lead get chipped away as the game got infuriatingly close.
Yeah.
It was a wire-to-wire victory, by the way. The Lakers never did tie it up.
It was 11-0.
They had the ability to tie it up at the free throw line, and they missed it.
If you think about teams that can do this, though, San Antonio can do it. I mean, Wemby is not small, but he is big, but they can play 5 out just by trying to pop him to 3. I don't think Minnesota really can. Oklahoma City can't really. I don't think that's their preferred way. Houston's not going to do that. They don't have the horses for it. Phoenix, I don't think Denver's going to end up playing Phoenix, but Phoenix is a team that they play that style quite a bit. It's really more if you go to the Eastern Conference where you get Boston for sure, the Knicks for sure. Even the Cavs can go to Atlanta. They don't go to it too often. So maybe the only one that really plays that style that Denver might have to worry about is San Antonio. Obviously, the Warriors, we just saw it against the Warriors, did this, and it worked.
Yeah, but the dynamics are going to be so much different with different personnel also. Like
that's true.
With Aaron Gordon, I mean, there's like guys that are able to cover up for what Jokic does and doesn't do.
Well, specifically defensively against that, what you need are athletes in length.
Yes, that can
and Denver's missing their length at athletes.
Guys that can come in and help from behind Jokic too to defend the rim. We always have no rim defense currently, so that a lot of that is going to change. But yes, I concur. If this that was the team we watched tonight was the Nuggets, like I would just be so nervous going forward. There's just so many holes. There's so many.
What's crazy is the Nuggets have had a team somewhat comparable to this because even though they're down guys, they're so deep that they still have guys.
That's the craziest thing. The craziest thing is that the Nuggets.
This is why I believe in them.
Me too. The Nuggets are so deep that they keep getting hurt, and you just think that they're mid.
It's so true.
They didn't have their four best forwards tonight.
Yeah.
That's
And you should by all rights be bad, but they're deep enough that they're simply mid.
Yeah. That's so true, man. Nuggets get the win over the Lakers, and they create a little separation. This moves them a game and a half above the Lakers.
Dude,
Thank
swear to God. I mean, it's like, you want to talk about unnatural. There is no way the Lakers should even be able to see the Nuggets in the standings.
They've had a soft schedule. I think they're going to come. I think they're going to fall down.
Well,
I think the Lakers are much more likely to be 7 than 5. They're the 6th seed.
Rockets lost tonight too.
Rockets lost. I mean, everybody stinks, but the Nuggets are artificially bad right now. I hope we get the Lakers again in the first round. Wouldn't that be nice? Just as like an annual. tradition.
I'm honestly rooting for it.
Just an annual tradition.
What we saw tonight. I think 6-3 matchup. You have to look at that and pray for it, man. All the more motivation for Denver to climb in the standings. All right, let's take another break on the other side. We got to get to the role players. We hit the stars. Let's get to the role players on the other side.
For this one, got to get right. Friends, countrymen, people who appreciate good flavor and good value. I need to tell you about Taco Bell, my personal favorite, my friend. Taco Bell's at it again with the best innovation in the industry. Now they're combining their savory, slow roasted chicken. Oh my God! Go get me some savory, slow roasted chicken inside a cult classic format with their new limited time only chicken bacon ranch street chalupas. What? That feels like that. How can you even combine all those words? That seems incredible. Get your own set of 2 street-sized cheddar chalupa shells filled with slow roasted chicken, flavorful bacon, freshly prepared pico de gallo, shredded cheese, and avocado ranch sauce. Seriously, Kale, go get me one of these. Taco Bell isn't just limiting this to Americana flavor, the combination to its street chalupa format, but why not give this pairing on Taco Bell's iconic nacho fries? They're crazy there. What are they doing? These loaded fries deliver everything you love about nacho fries, but also leveled up with slow roasted chicken, bacon, nacho cheese, pico de gallo, and avocado ranch sauce. They're drunk with power over there. And don't forget to add one of the new items from the Taco Bell Luxe Value Menu with 10 items for $3 or under. The Luxe Value Meal menu at Taco Bell delivers bold, irresistible flavor and crave-worthy items at unbelievable prices. Nobody delivers everyday value and supports your hometown teams like Taco Bell. Live Mas at Taco Bell.
And tell you guys about one of the most Colorado companies, the Colorado car, Toyota. Why? Because trucks have always been a part of Toyota's DNA. For generations, Toyota has built durable legends destined for greatness and perfect for Colorado. You just got to love a truck, man. So whether you're conquering the off-road trails or hauling the way of the world, there's a Toyota truck that's just right for you. Like the all-new Tacoma, or maybe the return of the iconic Land Cruiser. There's 17 different models available with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Like the epic 4Runner. I think the most Colorado car is the 4Runner. But you can get any of them there. They also have hybrid models like the Tundra iForce Max Hybrid. Toyota SUVs take command of the road and on the trail, so you can explore the road less traveled without sacrificing smooth city rides in SUVs like RAV4 or the Grand Highlander. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. Auto Nation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver. That's mine. Bought 3 Toyotas from there. Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota, an official automotive partner of the Denver Nuggets and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Forced my way here.
All right, back here, segment 3, DNVR Nuggets Pod.
How do we do that?
What's that?
We interrupted ourselves.
We did. Man, that's crazy. Let's go into some of the role players here. I got to start, man, with your guy, Julian Strawther.
The juice straw.
He had a great run. I think he's had 3 bad games in a row, like just games where you like, okay, that's more or less what I expect, up and down. Tonight, he was huge for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. The numbers aren't crazy, but 6 of 10 is great. 2 of 5 from 3 is great. But more than anything, D-Line, we have seen some guys get open looks in the clutch, and it didn't feel good. Tonight, he got his turn, and that shot, I'm telling you, in the fourth quarter was just so big. I honestly think sliding doors, he misses that shot, the Nuggets lose tonight. I know there were 7 minutes left in the game or something, but he was ready for a shot that arrived on his doorstep when it was absolutely needed. So you could add clutch to it. He also had a drive late in the game where he finished, that was big. So Julian Strawther, not afraid of the moment.
Not afraid of the moment. And you can kind of look and squint and realize, like, is Julian Strawther a 20-point a night scorer? Like, he scores about 20 points every night. And it's like a night like tonight, like kind of quiet. I look down, I'm like, he has 18. That's crazy. The night before, like, he has a bad game, but he still scores like 16, 17. He's like become very productive on the offensive side of the ball, especially when you're missing a P-Watt, when you're missing, you know, Spencer Jones, guys that have shown that they've been able to add to the offensive side. He's really stepped in and shown that he can be relied upon to get like that mid-level amount of points that you kind of need from at least one other contributor. I agree. Like he played pretty well in the clutch. He missed another one coming down, but Vogt pointed this out. Like Julian Strawther is like kind of overlooked for how freakish he is. He's a big guy. Like, he kind of looks small. I don't know what
you
it
think
is.
He looks small?
Well, I mean, I think like
me, I have a perfect sense of height for people, so I would say not to me.
I just mean like I don't know. Maybe it's how he dresses. Maybe it's just droopy hair. I don't know what it is. Like he just doesn't present as large, but he is, man.
No, he
has really long arms, which is, you know, we're arm fetishists on this show.
So much so.
We like a long arm, but it means, and he's able to. You know, have some really athletic finishes at the rim too. You know, I don't know where it goes with Julian. I don't really know what the future holds for him with this team, but I do think he is a player in this league, and I've been very pleasantly surprised by the route he's taken. I mean, I don't argue with you at all that maybe he's had 3 or 4 bad games in a row, or at least like down games.
Yeah, just down games. I mean, but that's what you expect of your 11th man. You expect him.
Exactly. That's my point. Is that like. I just think that it's crazy because you've got a guy like that you never know quite what he could erupt for on any given night. And he, in my eyes anyway, like I don't see him making egregious defensive errors anymore. I don't see people blowing by him.
That's a good point.
I see him rebounding offensively you know, replacing in some way, kind of in the aggregate, a little bit of what Michael Porter Jr. would bring. So if it's not going to be Cam, maybe it's going to be Cam plus Julian. Like, you know, we can moneyball this bad boy, but yeah, it's impressive.
I think, you know, I've kind of changed my perspective on him this year because, you know, I've obviously been out on him. I thought he would be, if they were going to make a trade at the deadline, he would be the piece I would trade.
Yeah.
I think I look at him right now as, I think he's had opportunities this year and he's made the most of them. And I think he'll be a great regular season player. Does he play in the playoffs? Maybe he has a moment like he did last year.
Yeah, he might.
But more to the point, I look at it and go, he's going to have a big role next year. Next year's his opportunity now to move up a couple seats, couple chairs, maybe be the 8th man. Like this year, he's the 11th man. I think he's earned to the point where I'm like, you know what? If Denver is able to hold on to him this offseason and he's just an every night rotation player, I actually think he's going to grow into a very valuable one. So, which is a huge development for Denver just looking forward. But at the moment, the thing that I like about him, I like about Peyton Watson, I like about Tim Hardaway. Those guys don't seem bothered by the rhythm of the game.
Yeah,
he just keeps going,
it's
and
slowed down for him.
It's slowed down a little bit, but more to the point, I mean, he's not a guy that I think gets in his own head about things. He just keeps playing. He has confidence. He has an internal confidence.
Yeah, you know who doesn't get in his own head? Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, so far, we'll see. But so far, he has not. But yes, Julian Strawther, the length thing is huge because he is tall. I think he's 6'7".
Yeah,
6'6" or 6'7". But he has really long limbs. He's like very long-legged and very long arms.
Fetishist.
And I think for him, even though you're right that we haven't seen, his defense stands out more in what mistakes he makes than his inability to contain or something. It's more just he's a mistake prone. But if you have a Peyton Watson and an Aaron Gordon and a Spencer Jones, if you're able to put length alongside him, length and athleticism and defense, then all of a sudden his length helps out because you have the defenders and now he just adds to an aggregate length lineup. And I think that is part of the vision with him. And you can totally see lineups that feature him alongside Peyton Watson and Spencer Jones or Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, where you're like, yeah, that makes a good 2-3-4 because there's so much length collectively between them.
Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know. There is like a little bit of it depends on when you ask me which day it is.
Yeah.
But there's like a little bit of like justice for Calvin Booth going out of my mind a little bit.
It definitely depends on the day. They just won one game. It's like, there it is.
Yesterday I was like, send her to prison. Throw the key. No justice for this man. But that's another guy that he picked maybe kind of early in his development and saw a path for him in this league. And, P-Watt, Christian, Peyton, I don't know, or Julian. I don't know. It's impressive.
Another shout-out guy, Tim Hardaway Jr. He had 14 points tonight, 2 rebounds. That was his only stat line. 4 of 7, 2 of 4 from 3. He really got all of his work done early.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the tremendous second half, but to start, remember I talked about how he had to hit some quick ones. But he did, his points all came in bunches. In fact, I'll bet his 14 points came in a 6-minute span.
Yes.
Like 1 3-minute here, 1 3-minute there. That's where they all were.
Dude, he came out firing.
Yeah.
He came out firing.
He might hate the Lakers.
One of us, baby.
I know.
Tim, why did it take you so long to find us?
You know how it is, like when a guy joins a new team and he's like, "What's up, Denver?" It shows up at like the Broncos game or something. We're like, "Hey, it is." Then hate the Lakers it's like, "Hey, but all right, you're in. You're one
I know,
of us.
like
Get over
the
here."
new player shows up and they doesn't quite understand the rivalry. Like, the Broncos are like, "Oh, what do you hate the Raiders?" They're like, I don't know. I grew up there. Not really. Tim Hardaway knows. Yeah, he just shows up. You're like, we hate the Lakers. He's like, go, say less. I already hate the Lakers. I pre-hate the Lakers. I'll hate them along with you. But now maybe he's in a position where he just gets to beat the hell out of them every single time. Did you ever imagine we would be in this era where the Lakers have literally no chance against the Denver Nuggets every single time they match up?
Knock on wood.
Well, I'm talking about what just happened.
I know. I'm just saying knock on wood.
Oh, fine.
But I do agree with it. Bruce VB, just fully back to being himself. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. He was a +3 tonight. Almost everybody was a +9. Only guy it wasn't was Julian Strawther of all people. But Bruce Brown gets 30 minutes tonight. He does get a close, and I'm telling you, that offensive rebound was another one of those. I think the Nuggets had a good chance of winning because I think they were up 3, but that put it away. Once he got that offensive rebound, Jokic scored. It was like, all right, you're up 5 with like 12 seconds left. It's over. But Brucey Beach just continues to make. He looks like this is why he came to Denver, man. It's not that Bruce isn't good. It's that he's just really good at one type of basketball. Ours.
Yes. He's a gap filler. Like he just does that. If you were to say, all right, we really want to bring Bruce Brown back to the Nuggets. It's like, well, why? And it's like that play.
Yeah.
Then it's a really big moment. The Nuggets need a very greasy, grimy play. They need to pick up the rebound and outduel LeBron and just be first to be tough and get to the corner. That's exactly what this man does all the time, and he's just getting better and better. And it's just Bruce's re-addition to the Denver Nuggets this year is just it's just so satisfying because it started off early on where you weren't sure if he was just cooked.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, it's just he got better. You're like 8 feet taller.
Do you see? This is what it would be like if I sat up in the chair. This is what it would look like.
Hold on. This is what
everybody always sees me and they're like, "You're so much taller than I think." I'm like, "Yeah,
hold on. Let me. This is what I
take the pic, snap the screenshot there, Gail. This is what I would look like if I'm sitting in my chair.
You know what that looks like? Bad. It looks real bad.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
Get
on up here, buddy.
Adam. Just in case you guys don't know, Adam, not built for Earth.
Definitely not.
Not built.
Starting to hurt sitting in this chair. I got to get back down here. See, I keep breaking it too.
It's
Do you hear this?
The Brucey Goosey Loosey Goose. Yeah, Bruce. I love what Bruce Brown is bringing. It's energy. He knocked down 2 big threes early on. He helped to turn on the faucet of scoring, and then he just came in. We got some hat tip moments. He was not, he gets put on LeBron. He gets put on Luka. I mean, it's not always successful, but those guys feel him.
Remember his story about coming to Denver and that Lakers series where he was like, "Damn, I don't know what it was. I was just like, you guys all hate the Lakers." Like he could tell. Remember that story? I love it. So it's like he hates them.
Yeah,
for us
he didn't
too.
realize. Oh, I was going to sign with the Lakers. Oh, you guys don't like that?
Oh, I know. Oh, that. We have Vogt live from the Ball Arena. Oh, let's go live to Ball Arena on the Xfinity call-in line. There he is. Oh, throw him up, Vogt. Throw him up. Buddy, it's always fun when you see those Lakers fans walking out. I'm jealous of you that you got to see it.
Man, it was awesome. I swear my picture looked clearer in this when I checked. Whatever.
You look very clear to us.
I think you look bad.
Great. It's awesome. Yeah, man. Lakers fans headed for the exits, which is always a fun reminder of one of the great quotes in Nuggets history. Oh, what's that you have on your shirt there, Adam? That's interesting.
Take that L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out. That's what all the Lakers fans did. And then I went inside the locker room at the podium to talk to David Adelman, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, Christian Brown, Julian Strawther. Fellas, they went so quick tonight that I don't even think the videos aren't posted. I haven't had time to transcribe them, but we're going to paraphrase. We're going to do a good job. There was some good stuff said, and we will start where we like to start with the head coach, David Adelman. First and foremost, he really liked the half-court defense tonight. The Lakers had 113 points. 26 of those were off turnovers, guys. So I suppose that's an area of improvement, but the half-court defense was much better, Adelman said. And in fact, and we've talked about this on the show, fellas, Adelman said it's been better since the All-Star break. It really has. There are two what he deemed outlier games in there, and he went so far as to say that he thinks that has more to do with the scheduling than anything else. So he really does like how this defense is playing, and he liked how they played tonight. Thought they did a good job with Luka. He thought Zeke was really good tonight. Great quote, just a really funny quote to see on paper with no context. We thought Zeke was a good matchup for LeBron. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time, actually. But he did elaborate on what he meant, just body-wise, moving his feet as far as the options they had without forwards, you guys. This is me speaking now. Zeke was their best bet. He actually liked the job that Zeke did. He really liked the job that Zeke did. So Zeke actually was their best matchup for LeBron with the forwards they didn't have, and Zeke got the job done tonight insofar as it was a limited expectation and limited job for Zeke, but he did a good job defensively, Adelman thought. He thinks that they have trouble with the live ball turnovers when guys just start standing and stop moving, and he thinks that was a big part of the issue with the turnovers they had tonight. On the clutch, he's just not worried about it. Obviously, they won tonight, and that was how the question was phrased. And he said, I haven't really thought about it. It's not even something they're really talking about as a team. They trust what they can do in the clutch. For Adelman, this all comes down to getting their starting lineup back, and he's pretty sure that what's been one of the best clutch lineups in the NBA for a long time will be again when they get whole again here.
Dude, he must be like, I've heard that quote 200 times from David Adelman. Where he's like, oh, I'm not worried about the clutch. It's
we'll talk about it.
But I mean, like, he must just be so exhausted, like, just having to say the same thing.
Or, I mean, maybe he really does see this, better than we do, and he's like, well
he does. I mean, I think he's being earnest when he says that, but he has to keep giving that answer over and over. Like,
people ask the same questions over and over.
He does, and that's why it was really funny that it was framed as a win. And honestly, his answer, to his credit, didn't change at all. He's been consistent. He's like, that process will get better when we get our guys back. But they got it done tonight. We also heard, really quick, guys, pregame, I ran into an old friend in Ball Arena. Shout out Vlatko Chanchar, who was in that.
What's he doing?
I caught up with him really briefly. He's just getting some work in. He's working out here in Ball Arena, catching up with his guy. He was sitting in the box with Jokic's family tonight, and he is on a bit of a Balkan buddy tour here. He's in Denver. He's going to go to LA next, spend some time with Luka, and then he's headed to Miami. In the meantime, still working on his recovery, still working out. And the guy looks great. He always does. He always has. But Vlatko looks incredible. So I hope he's back out there playing, man.
How did this happen? Did he see you or did you see him?
I saw him, and we made the same sound. We both went, yo! At the exact
He's the best, man. That's awesome. I wonder if he's looking at the Nuggets salary cap situation. He's like, wait a second. They're not going to have any money.
Yeah.
They're going to need a minimum?
I know. Or if he's like, he's like, Panathinaikos, eh?
I'll take Chalky back, man. Why not?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment until we went for the dap up with the back slap, and he has to bend really far over. So it got less cool there. It was a little off.
That's on you, bro.
That's on you. Yeah, you got to just keep the distance on that one. You got to keep this one out here.
I reached up, and then he started to lean down, and I wanted to be like, you don't have to do all that.
What if he just picked you up and then gave you a raspberry on your little belly? I miss you. That kind of thing, right?
Back in the day, he used to put the Serbian head cradle on the back of my head whenever.
Oh, yeah. That's an embrace right there.
It is. It's a very safe feeling. Okay, moving on. We also heard from Jamal Murray, who agrees that the defense has been better since the All-Star break. Why? And I'm paraphrasing, but our entire focus is on defense, he said. We don't even talk about offense. Everything right now is about D. That's where our focus is. So I guess it's good that it's getting better because they certainly are focusing on it. He was also asked.
They talked about offense a little bit.
Well, we'll get there.
He was also asked if he gets up to play the Lakers. and he kind of looked around the room at all the people that have covered him over the years, waiting to see if we would answer for him. And then he laughed and he said, I had 45 the other night. So we decided for him that just means he gets up to play the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
He said on the clutch, he said, look, I'm always confident in it. I'm always confident. Then he laughed and he said, for 10 years, we've been so good at it. And now I guess we just don't got it no more. Big smile flashed across his face. And he said, I guess we'll just have to prove you guys wrong on that. But Jamal was really great. Jamal was really great when talking about Julian Strawther. And guys, the thing you have to understand about Julian is every player and coach and front office member to a T, when you ask about him, will tell you about the work ethic. And I think it's why he ingratiated himself with Michael Malone, despite the play style maybe not being one of Malone's kind of favorite types of players. He works really hard. They always talk about working hard to stay ready. Julian does that as well as anyone. So Jamal just waxed poetic for a couple of minutes about all the preparation that goes into it.
Hell yeah.
I asked him about Christian Braun, and I'm actually going to back it up a little bit. David Adelman said he thinks Christian Braun's speed is fully back. The speed is fully back. The explosion, maybe not. Trending back, the speed is there, and he said his conditioning is just outrageous. Basically said of all the guys he's coached in his career, it's really remarkable. The guy just doesn't get tired, and if he does, he doesn't see it. Jamal agreed that Christian is trending in the right direction, and he said, look, everyone's going to struggle. Like Christian struggled when he came back from injury. Cam's going to struggle when he comes back. AG's going to struggle. Peyton's going to struggle. He said, just write that down now. Just make that note now. They will. But yes, Christian is looking much better. Christian in the locker room said more of the same. Like some days it's better, some days it's not. It is still hurting him, you guys. There is still a good deal of foot pain, but it's pain tolerance for Christian right now. He's cleared to play, and he's more comfortable, I think, running on that foot and exploding off of it every day. But I shouldn't say every day like that, actually. It hasn't been linear. There have been some ups, there have been some downs. Finally, a word from Jokic, who agrees that the defense has gotten much better since the All-Star break. He says, we know what we want to do, and we are trying to do that. We want to dictate what the offense is going to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we're trying to dictate. I think our offense has been much better since the All-Star break. As far as how teams are guarding him and how they handle it as an offense in the half court, he said we were much better as a team tonight. We didn't force it. That's the best way. Then he said, I just need to read the court better in those situations when I catch the ball. Quick note for me, I saw you put this tweet on the timeline, Adam. A jarring amount of juggles and tips and loose balls from Jokic tonight. Didn't seem like he could get his hands on it. Obviously, he had 9 turnovers, but he was pleased with how the team approached, how the Lakers guarded him when they did choose to front him with Marcus Smart. Interestingly enough, guys, they went away from that a bit down the stretch, which I thought was
it was weird.
But Ryan asked him, how do you evaluate this season? Are you championship contenders? How are you supposed to know with all the injuries? And Jokic said, it's a good question, and I don't think there is a right answer. I think for us, we just need to be in the best spot possible in the standings. So Jokic not giving up hope, but it's interesting that he called it a good question, which I'm not sure I've ever heard Jokic say before. They don't know either, right? I think they would like to think the best version of themselves can get it done. They haven't seen much of that, nor have we. So all they can do for now is compete and try to win all the games in front of them. That's what Jokic had to say tonight.
Dang. As a guy that asks him questions all the time, what a serious cell phone. You've never heard Jokic say
Not once.
It was a good question?
Not once.
You asked
Not
him
once.
questions.
Not once. I have made him laugh 2 or 3 times, though. I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go. All righty, good stuff, Vogt. Looking forward to whatever it is you write tonight. Hey, go get Chalky though for us. Tell him to come in.
Yeah, dude.
I'll see, man, if you're still around. He might be headed to LA.
Hey, come hang out with us.
Honestly, he probably would if I see him.
I mean, what else is he doing?
I know. Just to be clear, he's not a professional basketball. He's not a celebrity anymore. He's literally just a guy. Tell him we have a takeover tomorrow, by the way. Like, he might be interested in that, too.
I will. It does sound like he's hanging out with Luka Doncic in Los Angeles, so
Whatever,
he may
dude.
come in second place as far as the plans go, but I'll see what I can do.
All righty, buddy. Good stuff. We'll talk to you. The Jokic wrist thing, is a concern. I have heard that it is bothering him a lot, but we've heard it's bothered him a lot in the past. I don't know if this is a worsening situation or what. I think the only reason we're asking that is because his touch has been off lately. But it is one of these, like, usually when he gets these, it's like 2 weeks, a week and a half, week. This one feels like it's been a month.
Well, his wrist is not even wrapped currently, but this was the type.
He hates that wrap.
Yeah, he doesn't like the wrap. But then everyone was just kind of like, oh, what's going on with Jokic? And then he shows up to the All-Star game with a brace on his wrist. And we're like, oh no, is he just like silently suffering? No. His touch has been crazy from a Jokic standpoint, the most efficient scorer anyone's ever seen. Missing bunnies, missing little things. Just that this is not there, and that is the wrist, obviously. So, I mean, it seems to be would explain quite a bit. I hope it's just overstated.
Real quick, I do want to touch on one of the guys, Zeke Naji. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal.
What a
he did that in 24
night,
minutes. Honestly, though, man, I know we all laugh about that he's a good matchup for LeBron. He is a good defender. That's like the thing he can do. If his job is to guard one person, he's really good at it, man. I feel like Zeke is having a little Zeke-connaissance.
Is that reconnaissance, though? He's having a Zeke-assance?
Zeke-assance would be, right?
Zeke-assance.
He was on a
right.
He was on a Zeke-connaissance mission to figure out how he might reach his Zeke-assance.
This totally changes it.
Anyway, I agree, man. Like Zeke has now been in the league for a while.
Yeah, he actually has been.
Zeke is like low key a vet.
He is a vet.
It's hard to imagine because, like, cumulatively, he's played like 6 games over the past several years.
He's on the back half of a second contract.
He's on the back half of a second contract. Zeke has been around for a while. Like, we've been making these jokes for a while, and he's getting better in some ways. And it's not like years ago, because it's been years with Zeke, he would come in and it was just like, record scratch. What are you doing? What is happening? Missing layup. Doesn't get the rebound. Can't box out. Worst 3 you've ever seen in your entire life. And you're just like, bro, stop exploring your game. Like, explore it here on the bench. And now every time that he gets an opportunity, it's like, this guy he's, obviously
he can do some stuff.
Yeah, obviously the contract is like not what we want it to be, but it's not that he doesn't have utility. And the depth of the team, like tonight, every other forward was out, and he stepped up against LeBron James and Luka Doncic, and they got the dub. So it's not meaningless.
Yeah. Real quickly, Tyus Jones gave you 6 minutes tonight. Nothing really happened, but he was a +4, and it just felt calming. You know what I mean? It wasn't like scary. It just.
I was kind of hoping for a moment. He didn't really have a moment.
Yeah, but you know what? He also didn't have anything that stood out in a bad way. So
true.
We'll take it. Kale, do we have any super chats? Oh, game ball. Who is it? I think it's Jamal.
Oh, I thought
but it could be Yoke.
Whoa!
We had our first ever tie.
No!
Is it a jump ball?
Exact tie.
I love it. You know what?
Holy
I'm for
smoke.
that.
Is this a jump ball?
It was exactly 42% to 42%.
Hey,
How do
you
we
know what?
settle
I'll
this?
take it. I think it's perfect. I think it's PB&J.
Can't do it. What are you going to cut the baby in half?
Hey, I'm telling you.
You have to.
No,
there must be one. Only one.
No. It's perfect how it is, Kale. Let's cut his mic. Actually, turn it back on. We have to read super chats.
I got to finish the show by myself. All right, cool. I guess you want me to read these? You want them?
You don't have your glasses. Worst Nightmare says, hold the L, LaFale.
Hell
You're
yeah.
acting as bad as your game.
Yeah. Is that a compliment or? He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
His
He's a good
acting is
actor.
pretty good. If you saw him in that one movie that
Space
one
Jam?
time, it was pretty. No, not that one. Nug Doug says D-line won us that game.
You're
Cut
right.
out of here,
Thanks,
man.
Nug
What
Doug.
did he do?
You see this?
It's not like he didn't watch the last games.
Listen, I've already
Did he lose? Did he lose us the last games?
No,
then?
you guys did.
Well, you were still alive.
Yeah, but I wasn't here.
Whose fault is that?
All I'm saying is Frogs had never been on the set until
That
D-line
is true.
requested.
We do have a whole new
Frogs
level
on
of
the
Stroud.
set. Listen, guys, I've already pre-claimed sole responsibility for any vibe increase that takes place with the Denver Nuggets. We saw, I would say, not an insignificant climb in vibes tonight. Would you? How would you assess the vibes tonight?
Vibes were very good. You did bring bring good vibes today.
Okay.
I did appreciate that. Ryan B1 says it took Dev sacrificing his knee and D-line sacrificing the touch of a woman. Shout out to the watch along and everyone who saw Adam strangle that goose. The watch along is fun. one, man, and it gets weirder every single one. Like who knows what this will evolve into? But it's a lot of fun to watch that game together.
I wish that you had actually just murdered an animal. You know, like
People are like, what?
You just strangled a goose to death.
Gemshine says 2 in a row. 3 Knicks are tough and annoying. Am I the only one who finds Austin Reeves' game annoying? Absolutely not. Yeah, you're the only one. Anyone else seeing this?
Well, I've never heard that before.
Hold on.
He's like, listen, guys, there's a bit of an out there take. I like chocolate cake. I'll say it.
I'll say it. I'm not afraid. If you guys are watching us on our Fast channel, go over to the internet. We're heading to overtime. Kevin 9391 says, all the Nuggets still own the Lakers down 4 forwards. Hell yeah.
Forwards.
It's harder. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but it is true. Nug Doug says, no, but seriously, can we stop the Val experiment? If he struggles with Hayes and Rudy, then how is he supposed to play against, I don't know, Wemby or Chet GPT? I don't know that he will. I don't know that he will, man, to be honest
you
with
also
you.
just stuff Wemby into a goddamn locker. But you're right. I mean, I don't think it's an experiment. He's their backup center, right?
I am very curious.
It's been bad, though, lately. It's been bad.
Rough. He's in a rut. Michael Porter Truther, this should be good. Zeke played his ass off. Julian, big shots, co-MVP.
Dang.
You know, we didn't give Zeke enough love, man. We really didn't. Because the show, it only have so much
Give him
time.
quite a bit of love.
All right. We had a freak off out there. Kyle M20 says, hey, D-Line.
Oh, how sweet it is, dude.
Dude, I'm in a drought over here. All of a sudden, the boy's dad guy says, is there a name for this particular Jokic stat line? Triple dub plus 9 turnovers?
We'll call
it a somber. It's a somber double. It's a sad one.
Oh my God.
Christos Serbiak says, I almost woke up, vomited over in Sosnowiec. Okay, I think that's the Colfax. But there he was. Jokic waking me up with Burik and Arakia.
See, that's when you throw up. After that.
He took me back home and stay on this side.
Stay on this side.
Stay on this side.
Dude, hey, listen, guys, if you didn't think frogs in the chat were a good idea, you stay on that side. You stay on that side.
I'm telling you, rather than be the person that tells you, like, because Nuggets fans in this rut they've loved to tell you, we ain't going nowhere.
I know.
And I'm just telling you, it doesn't feel good to tell people, I told you so, if they lose. What's better is if you're having a freak out, just internalize it. Just internalize it. That way, when they do win, you get to feel like you're part.
If you're having a freak off or freak out, just freak off.
Yeah, there you go. Johnny Keene says, just starting work here in Ireland.
Ooh.
Thanks for making Friday even better, guys. Great watch along. Let's go Nuggets and AG on way back. Fire, BLA.
And I just want to give you a compliment here for not sliding into an Irish accent.
I was so close. I was so close, man. Then I realized, I was like, I don't know. I love Guinness.
Growth, Adam.
I do love a Guinness. Cliche Watch says it was a podcast asked of runs tonight.
It was a podcast of runs tonight.
Oh, I see. Podcast of runs. All right. Michael Malsby says, let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Jokic was so close to a quadruple-double. Also, we're undefeated in the David Roddy era. All
Tell
the
him
Nuggets
he's wrong.
are good.
Tell him he's wrong, dude.
Fakers.
Hey, tell him he's wrong. And if you say he's wrong, stay on that side.
Dude, he was going to play tonight except for Zeke had a freak off. You can't have a body and a freak off at the same time.
And that's where it gets dicey.
It gets a little dicey. Sledding Nugget says, 6 months of membership. The pack of cigarettes reared its ugly head at the sight of clutch time, but thankfully, BB sent it back into its depths.
It is very wet these days. Very wet.
5-ish says, less than 100 to go. 457 bench, 3 points down. Only 98 till 555. Officially 1-0 in the Tyus Jones era. Some people call it the Roddy era, some the Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
all the Nuggets are good. Take that L on the way out.
Historians debate this.
They do debate how it's to be called.
What era was this?
Maddox Otter says, great win.
Yeah.
Shout out Zeke. Loved his energy.
Well, listen, man. Freak off contagious.
Josh Barnett from down under. That one I will do.
Yeah.
D-Line's love life brought back the vibes.
It's true.
Ooh.
It's true.
It is so true. It's love life.
I think everyone wants to hear about my love life.
THTR says, Ooga Diba. The ship is starting to right.
What is
Sometimes
Ooga Diba?
I feel like it's a reference I don't get and I don't know how to read it.
Ooga
Ooga Diba. Ooga Diba. That, you know the capital of Burkina Faso? Ouagadougou.
I'm not enough of a nerd.
Big
to know.
Honey says, not a coincidence that the vibes came back when D-Line returns the show. God damn, I'm so sick of
Adam
this.
this is
so...
You don't understand like what's happening here. Like I don't actually even care, but Adam's just melting. Like I'm immune to praise. It doesn't actually mean anything. But Adam is not immune to anger.
You guys, if you just knew the truth, get comfortable. You are never allowed to leave until we get our second chip.
Listen, I need.
If you want to leave, though,
I need the touch of a woman from time to time. What about my love life, guys?
Okay, I'll get us out of here. DJ Seahawk says, let's get off this game like how drunk Snowwolf is. Is he drunk? Well, let's find out. Snowwolf says, I bought a basketball signed by the whole team. It was Aaron Gordon's nephew that sold me the ball for charity. What a great game. Nuggets won the whole time.
He sounds drunk with
Very,
gratitude.
that was so sober. A sobering thoughts
drunk
there to
with
close out our show. Is there another
Mr.
one?
Exquisite Nugget, late night here. AG comeback will be our Project Dynasty run. Just to be clear, for anyone following along, Project Dynasty died a terrible death. So that's not what we're after.
Hey, maybe it is, though. You know what? Maybe there's a new dynasty on the way. Outro music's been hit. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Nuggets get a win. Beating the Lakers, you know.
Stay on that side.
Yeah, and if you're not on this side, stay on that side. We're back tomorrow. Nuggets Knicks. Take overnight.
Oh, my God.
We all silly like the mayor.